Yo, it's your girl Brianna. This is my page because I'm petty. Today this video is gonna be a little bit different from the other videos that I've put out in the past. I know I typically just rant and rave about reality TV and how stupid people look and blah blah blah. But today I want to talk about something a little serious. A couple days ago, a movie premiered on Lifetime. I'm sure a lot of you have already heard of it and seen it. It's called Surviving Compton. The Suge, Dre and Michel'le story. I know I am late talking about this, and I'm late because I want to make sure that I have all of my thoughts, and I want to make sure that I'm conveying everything as properly or as humanly possible, because I don't want my message to be construed when I say this, because this is a serious topic. For anyone who hasn't seen the movie, I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of the movie, and then I'm gonna go on with the message that I had prepared for this, because this movie for some reason really did bother me a little bit, and I just want to share why. So the movie opens up with a young lady by the name of Michel'le. They are in Compton. She's with her grandmother. They see a couple getting into a physical altercation. Michel'le makes the comment that she's never gonna allow a man to put his hands on her. Her grandmother then and other women you see tell her that if a man hits you, it is your job to figure out what it is that you did so that it doesn't happen again. So right off the bat, you kind of know which direction this movie is going in. Fast forward, she's discovered in a store. She's asked to sing for Dr. Dre and everybody else. And she kills it. Dr. Dre takes an interest. They start getting romantically involved. But shortly after, Dre starts to show his aggressive side. And then he starts getting physical with her. Him being physical with her is actually not a secret. Other people knew about it. Things of that nature. She then leaves Dr. Dre after she'd been with him for 6 years. They were together apparently from 1990 to 1996. If I have my facts wrong, please don't get upset with me, but I know that from something else, not the movie. So from 90 to 96, they were together. They break up, but they do have a kid together. She then, after, breaking things off with him, not right after, gets with Suge Knight. Suge Knight at that time, he's married. But he offered financial security, blah, 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 blah. The parts that were hard for me, y'all, and the parts that were hard for me, I just want to say that I don't victim blame. I don't think that Michel'le ever gave Dr. Dre a reason to ever put his hands on her the way that we saw in the movie. And I know a lot of people, when they first saw it, was like, oh man, Dr. Dre, you messed up. Why you do that to her? Like, I'm gonna boycott against Beast by Dre. Let me first start by saying that the information of Dr. Dre being physical with women is not news to me. So this is not something that I didn't know. I just wasn't, it's weird actually seeing someone. It's like the I Cantina movie, like when you actually see it, you're like, dang, like, bro, like, come on. So let me just start by saying that. But while everyone was on the Dr. Dre, we mad at you train, and when I say this, I need everyone to listen to what I'm saying. Okay, listen to what I'm saying. I found myself a little angry at Michel'le, and let me tell you why. The fact that she stayed in a relationship like that as long as she did hurt me, because in the movie she says, like, I'm just squeaky voice little Michel'le, and this is what comes with the business, because she was dealing with him not only being like physical, but she was dealing with infidelity issues, like women in her bed and him just having all these babies. And I was sad because I know a lot of women out here, and they're dealing with certain things and they're going through certain situations all because someone else is probably financing their life. I have to say, ladies, no. We We have to stop this cycle. We have to start doing things for ourselves. You have to have your own career, have your own money, have your own everything. What I saw in that movie was a girl who did not take control of her life at all. And I get it. She didn't know who she was at the time, but she did not take control of her life at all. You know, like, I feel like she should have took over her music career. She should have got her own place. She should have got everything separate. She should have had her own. It's hard for me because she stayed for the wrong reasons. And I see, and there's so many women out here who just want to make it up with a pretty face and a fat ass. And it's like, yo, like, you selling yourself short, mom. Like, it's never worth your health. It's never worth, like, your mental. It's not worth any of that. If the man loves you, he won't do the things that I saw displayed in that movie. And it was hard because I like to think of myself as not an advocate, but like, I rock with my women, you know, like, we do some stupid stuff. Don't get me wrong, fellas, but when it comes to worth, we have to understand what we're worth. And we have to understand that we have to set up standards. And if people don't want to live up to those standards, then that's kudos to them. But you have to be able to just take a stance and know what you will and won't tolerate. It was hard. It was difficult for me to watch that movie because it was like, wow, if this was really her life, then I just couldn't imagine. And I couldn't imagine being a friend of hers, seeing her go through that, because I probably would have called the police for her. I was never raised to believe that if a man hits you, you gotta figure out what it is you did so he won't do it again. Like, that world makes no sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a man hits me, he's probably gonna have to kill me, because when I'm coming back, and I'm coming, because I was raised that no man puts your hands on you. And I just thought it was really unfortunate that she went through that, because she was taught that, and then she ended up going through it. And then, like, it just really bothered me, and it was hard to watch. And I'm pretty sure it was hard for her to watch those scenes as they're being acted out. And I'm pretty sure she looked at it too, herself too, and was like, damn, like, why did I stay? Was it really all that worth it? Was the cost of fame really worth me, you know, like, getting a black eye and being embarrassed? Was it really worth, you know, my children one day hearing about this? And then it's like, you know, I wonder how they're gonna look at me, and then how they're gonna start acting in their relationships when they get older. I just hope that that movie was a wake-up call for us as women, so that you gotta start being more independent. And I really hope that people don't walk away from this video thinking that I'm talking about her, or I'm victim blaming, or I'm blaming everything, you know, on her. But what I'm saying is, we as women have got to, the standards in our career, we gotta have our own. We gotta have our own. We gotta have our own. Like, people don't like Nicki Minaj because when she goes on her rants at these concerts saying how, like, you know, you need to be having your own motherfucking shit. Like, she's right. Because when you start needing a man and you're dependent on him, and, you know, all of these things, they will treat you different. They will treat you different. Dre was treating Michel'le that off of a power kick. You could tell, like, it was more of like a cause he could. But the message still stands. We have to do better. You gotta know, like, how to leave a situation if it gets to a point where, you know, you're physically just, you can't handle it anymore. And I feel sorry for Michel'le. Like, I'm sorry she ever went through that. And I hope that, you know, her kids and she never experiences anything like that ever again. But I just want for my ladies who haven't maybe experienced a situation like that to that element. If you are out here just based off looks, based off figure, I really want y'all ladies to start thinking career minded. I really want y'all to start wanting more for yourselves. Like, there's more to life than just being a pretty face and having a fat ass. And I just want y'all to know that, and to know your worth and your standard. And just don't end up like these other girls. Don't end up like that. Don't. Because it's not worth it in the end. It's not. And I hope that when people walk away from this video, they don't think that I'm victim, because I swear I'm not. I'm not. I just want more for us as individuals, as ladies. We should love ourselves. And just love ourselves and have goals and have dreams and take hold of them. Don't put them in no one else's hands. Don't. Be able to be independent and just walk away from a person and then just walk away. I want us to love yourself. Love yourself more than you love a man. I was love yourself more than you love a man, because you will go far. That's all I got for today. If I offended anybody, I promise you that was not my intention. That's what I want to talk about today, because we as women, we are powerful than we think. And we have a voice. Use it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to say that. Good night.